girlfriend?
No, and I'm not interested. You're so close.
Cuffing season. I might
What are
get
women,
cuffed
man?
this season. Or what if I cuff somebody? What if someone cuffs me? Cuff them up.
You know, already starting off the bat, it's always cuffing season. They put songs out about it. They always talk about it. It's always trending. But modern women, they don't really want a man. They want somebody to comfort them for the season, basically.
It might happen.
Yo, somebody always gotta be late to the game. Why is somebody always me? We coming up on preseason and I haven't even started scouting. Jesus Christ.
September 22nd.
Old doing that. Talk about cuffing. You should be in some. You too old to be doing that stuff.
In 2025, it's officially autumn, fall. Also means cuffing season. The season where people, now they're ready to settle down because it's going to start getting cold and nobody want to go outside. They want to stay inside. So be careful. The people are going to be hunting for someone to settle down with because it's cold, but they're going to disappear when it's hot again. So careful, y'all.
I did a skinny boy summer, which is weird because I don't usually find attraction to like skinny people, but it's fall. It's winter. I cleared out my roster for this. Q SZA. I'm not trying to cuff, but I do need my grade A cuddlers first string line up.
It is cuffing season. So you know what that means, ladies. If you're single, you got 2 months to recruit, 2 months to cuff.
You have 2 months to find someone that's good enough to bring home to mom.
This is why they be getting their cheeks clapped. And then the man disappears. Because I know y'all are, if men actually paid attention, then this would be prime punani season. Prime. Y'all are looking for somebody to quote unquote bring home to mom. And you're looking and you're in a rush. What is it that I can do to put out the least amount of effort, the least amount of money, and tell this woman, you know, I can even say this. If Chads wanted to actually start making money, Chads and Tyrones, they would start selling courses left and right. Here's a crash course on how to bag these baddies and get that cake. Basically, let's go ahead, get this cake, knock down a couple of them. And when January rolls around, we get back to the regular scheduled program. You work all year. Brothers, you work all year. And now it's game time. Be ready. Put your game face on. They're going to be looking for you left and right. You're going to have to work double shifts, sometimes triple shifts. You're going to be knee deep in these women. Can you commit? If you can't commit, don't buy my course. These women are so desperate. They'll take anything in order to just have a warm body next to them. Like I said, if you're a Chad or Tyrone, a pickup artist, good at getting women, this is where you make your money.
You better hurry. September, October is recruitment season. Everybody's out
100%.
socializing. It's not that cold yet. So that is where you're on the prowl. That's where you look for that cuddle buddy during the cold time. And then when November, December, and January comes along, you have him, you're cuffed, it's ball and chain.
You know what's crazy? This night of the year, I've heard so many people get into relationships and they met their partner at this night of the year, Halloween. The amount of people that get into relationships because they meet someone at a Halloween party is it's just at ours last year, 4 relationships came out of it.
Yeah, so I totally didn't realize that not everybody has heard of cuffing season. So cuffing season, also known as hand cuffing season, can start really as early as October, but I really see it kick in around Thanksgiving. So it's
These folks are probably doing this. They're probably cuffing. They're saying as early as October. Some of these women, because depending on where you are now, in Texas, you got football, right? You got fall festivals. I gotta build up to the pictures. We gotta go to home, like we gotta be locked in for homecoming, right? I don't want it to feel awkward when he buys me one of the, whatever those little flowers are that you give to women and stuff like that for the dances and stuff. So we've got to prepare. And since you're grown folks, right, we got to get locked in, like she said, to meet the parents. I can't just pop up. So it's likely going to be before October. They're probably going to be working on this, honestly, end of summer, to be honest. For the ones who really want to be locked in, now mind you, this is crazy because these women, instead of doing all this work, instead of being in a legitimate relationship, they'll do this and then want to throw the man to the curb after the season's over. You can't trust him.
It's the idea that people are looking to get into a relationship to handcuff themselves to somebody for the holidays and the cold winter months. A lot of the time, this is an ex showing back up just in time to ruin your holiday. And they really have 3 lines. There's the just, hey. There's the remember me. And there's the hey stranger. Those are the 3 I always get. Cuffing season isn't just about exes though. When I was on dating apps, I always saw like a big surge in people wanting to get into relationships around this time of year. Cuffing season really lasts from like November to February. It may or may not include Valentine's Day. I've seen some break up before Valentine's Day so they don't have to give a gift. And then I've also seen them last through Valentine's Day so they have someone on Valentine's Day. But come spring, the cuffing relationship is gonna end. It's warmer weather and the start of hoeing season.
Hello, internet. So I could use your help because right now I am in the peak of my cuffing season schedule for 2020.
I told y'all, man. I told y'all. You see, I don't know if you see it on the screen. Scouting, August 1st, the 31st, drafting, September 1st, the 30th, tryouts. I'm telling you, they're probably going to be doing that in the summer. They start in the summer. And for the people who want to do it like seriously, they putting work into this and they're planning in January, right? Well, like she said, that was a good point that she actually brought up. I'll probably hold on to you until after Valentine's Day, and when there's no actual legit holidays going on, then I'm gonna let you go, right? But after that, I'm scouting for another one. I want to make sure that he's vetted. The girls are gonna vet him, mama, or and it'll be real good if they have a step parent, right? Because a step parent might not necessarily tell the real parent or the family. That might be something that they have going on. So they'll just say, oh, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about that? And they'll kind of keep it under wraps until that time comes to where they want to reveal this person strictly for cuffing season. Strictly for, not even a real relationship. It's foolishness.
I am in the peak of my cuffing season schedule for 2022. As you can see, I am currently drafting right now. It's coming to the end of it, and tryouts are coming up, and my drafting has not been going so well.
No.
Me?
No, because some of y'all aren't cute. I'm not saying. Anyway, before I get myself in trouble.
And the team, we've relocated to Orange County, so I am trying to fill up an entirely new roster, which is why I'm asking for some help. I will say that previous...
Orange County, California? Y'all can't just go anywhere and just pull anybody. I saw some dude say a Buffalo 10 is a Miami 2. Y'all can't... Anyway, like I said, before I get myself in trouble.
Rosters, quotations, whatever you want to call them, have been stacked with short kings. 5'7" to 5'10" is a good height zone for me. I'm only 5'2" if I stand up straight. Also looking for, some more experienced vet players, mid-30s to mid-40s, preferably to be in my age range. That is to say, not opposed to, seeing some rookie players show up at tryouts, but I don't know if they'll make it to cuffing season. And, that is the goal. I saw a meme that was like, act right so we can be in matching pajama sets by the end of the year. Again, cuffing season, so fingers crossed.
It is cuffing season in New York, so come with me to go find a boyfriend. Now, I'm trying to go a little bougie this year. I didn't want me a Bushwick man, so I went down to Dyker Heights to check out my options over there. And I was not disappointed. There was such a good variety. I loved it. Now, these guys over here were some of my favorites because I'm only 5'3" and they were tall, which I love.
And what's funny is you're seeing her outside at night. These modern women say that they're afraid, but once cuffing season comes around, they lose all of that fear. All of that sense of security. They honestly lose that sense of security They honestly don't have a sense of security. I'll say that straight up. They don't have it. It's only when they are upset about something or they want to feel upset about something. And there's sometimes it is actually a security. Like some dude or somebody was acting weird and they were like, whoa, it's not safe out here. But as you can see, she's outside just wandering around, hoping that she bumps into somebody. It's not likely, but they think that they're cute enough to have a meet cute.
Love. As I kept walking, I happened to come across these red flags over here. And we all know I love a good red flag, so these were also kind of my type. Now, this little guy was adorable, but I think he was just a little too young for me. I'm sorry, I don't do that. Now, let's just go back to the red flags. Ugh, I love a red flag.
I do not want a boyfriend, but I am taking applications for a situationship. Not even a situationship. It is a temporary boyfriend. I'm taking temporary cuffing season boyfriend applications, okay? And this is what here's are the qualifications, okay? You got to have a mustache. Maybe a burst fade, maybe a mullet. Not really a mullet because that's like, but a burst fade mullet. You know what I'm talking about? Like a clean cut mullet. That's what I want, okay? With a mustache, okay? Preferably a heavy, thick Southern accent. Okay. Body type, preferably not abs, preferably not stick thin, preferably like 180 to 200 pounds. Okay. And you gotta have nice eyes. They can be brown, blue. Okay.
You want a big guy to pick her up, lug her around, pound her into the other side of the mattress. That's what she's looking for. I'm telling you, man. If some of you brothers, y'all are down and out on your luck, now's the time. Now's the time. Chads, unite. Tyrones, unite. Crash course.
Okay, but here are the things that I need you to do with me from now until spring break.
And that's another part of that trip.
Spring break, okay? And this is what these are the requirements, okay? So let me know before you sign up, okay? You gotta go to Boo Lights with me. You gotta go to Zoo Lights, Pumpkin Patch, okay? Thanksgiving, Christmas parties, okay? You gotta be committed to the bit. We did not meet on TikTok, okay? We met at the fucking HEB. We met at HEB and you saw me walking out in the aisle and you were like, God damn, gotta have that bitch, okay?
Told you, man. They're trying to get their story straight. This is what modern women do when they cheat too. You'll notice the parallels. They do this when they cheat. Hey, I was over here doing this, or I had this going on, and oh, I just ran into her and this and that. They'll be telling their husband this. They'll be telling their boyfriend these types of things. They're employing the same strategy that it's probably employing, but just counting. They're probably using the same strategies, basically what I'm trying to say, that they do when they step out and have an affair. Well, when I go to tell my family this, so they don't so no eyebrows are raised, then let's meet here. Let's say this is what we're doing, and nobody will know or be none the wiser, right? We're out here playing games. We're going to do this type of thing because it's fun. It gives us an adrenaline rush. We have somebody to go out and look at crazy stuff, Christmas lights with. We have somebody to cuddle with, drink hot chocolate with, hot apple cider, watch Hallmark movies. Somebody that when we go to family gatherings, they don't ask me crazy things. And then also at the end of it, it's kind of tricky, but we'll have to figure out how to have a breakup story, and you need to be okay with that. Basically, this is a situationship, and modern women continue to tell us that they only use men, men only use them for intimacy. That's all a man wants. He wants me for intimacy. You want a man for status. This is what you're doing. You're looking for a man for status. Look what I have. I've got somebody. And you'll notice they're out in the open with it. They're saying it. They're talking about it. And nobody's even batting an eye.
Okay, you gotta make up the best story of your entire life. So if you want to be my temporary cuffing season boo, DM me the best way that you think that you would introduce me to someone and how you met me.
I don't know if it's because the cold weather is coming, like cuffing season is kind of upon us, or I'm just getting my motion up and I don't even realize it. But in the past month, there has been 3 different occasions where girls I kind of used to talk to have hit me up, like texted me randomly. Hi with a bunch of I's, hey with a bunch of Y's. And you already know what that means. And you already know there was only one thing that you should do, only one thing to do in this situation, and I did it every single time, 3 out of 3 times. Right when I get that text hi, I open it, I look at it, and I see all of our old messages real quick, and then I just delete the whole chat. You delete the whole chat, so it's out of your vision, out of your view. You can't even answer it anymore. It's gone.
Sober, did you start building your roster? And no, not football roster, your cuffing season roster. As someone who got cuffed right before Christmas last year, I think I know a little one or two things about cuffing season. So Susanna's here to give you a step-by-step season playbook so you can...
And notice, they'll do something once, and then they'll think they're the masters at it. Like, they'll do this little cuffing. Oh, I did it last year, so I know all about it. No, you found a man that might have been a genuine person that actually wanted you, and you messed around. And so now you're going to try to tell people, I don't want to say naive. I don't want to say unsuspecting, because they're all doing the wrong thing. You're going to try to tell them what to do. It's not going to work. And they're going to be frustrated, and they're going to want a refund. Number one. Number two, if you ain't handing out courses, they're going to want to get your video taken down. They're going to report it false information, spam, which is what it should be reported for anyway.
You can be in matching pajamas by December if you want it. All right, September is almost over, so you need to be having your roster. You've had August and September to get your roster going, because October's coming up quick. October's to start your auditions. Go on dates, Hinge dates, Tinder dates, mutual dates. Those are the best ones. Go to a pumpkin patch. I don't know, go to a haunted house. Does he protect you? Not protect you. If they don't, bye. Cut them out, because they should be protecting you, because you are the prize. It's okay to have your multiple suitors. By the end of October, you need to narrow it down to 2 or 3, because you can't be hoeing out. So who aligns with you? I don't know. End of October. Now we're in November, all right? It's up to you to decide, what do you want? Do you want a relationship? Do you just want to fling? Hey, no judgment here. What do you want? Don't be saying yes to all these dates and like going on multiple dates with one person and leading these people on. But when you are about to get into that relationship and you don't want a relationship, you gotta cut it off. Remember, figure out what you want. What do you want? December comes around. Get you gifts. December, get you gifts. You know, your gift could be a relationship. And if you don't want a relationship, get that physical gift, girl. Get that physical gift. January, new year, new you. Do you want the relationship? Bring them into 2026 if you're in love. If you're not, leave them in 2025. If you drag them out through Christmas to get your gifts, not blaming you, but leave them. So you can start 2026 fresh and new. And that is my guide to cuffing season.
Imagine if y'all decided to put all of this effort into a relationship. You know what I mean? Imagine if y'all decided, hey, I'm actually going to put all of this energy into somebody that I actually love. And y'all did that. How far along would y'all be? Knowing that person, getting familiar with that person, building a life and a legacy with that person. But y'all sitting around here listening to women like this that like to waste y'all's time.
Got it. I'm here to support you. And I hope you like this video.
And they think they ate. They think they said something that makes sense. They think they said something that's actually helping people out. Y'all are wasting time.
Hey y'all, it's cuffing season. So remember, it's time for you to stand out. It's time for you to stand out. You gotta be different from everybody else. If you wanna be cuffed this season, you gotta be different from everybody else. Cause in our head, it's like, damn, I got all these options. Out of all of them, why would I fuck with you? What makes you different? It's damn near interview season. And that's only if you looking. If you ain't looking, keep scrolling. This is advice for people who is actively searching for cuffing season. If you want to be wearing matching pajamas and going to the apple cider vinegar motherfucking museum, whatever that shit called, then it's time for you to lock in. Ladies, put on your best fall outfits. Gentlemen, start coming up with fire ass date ideas. You can't just go to dinner no more. You gotta do more. Cause in the summertime, you can go to dinner and then, go for a walk. It's about to get cold out, nigga. Don't nobody wanna go for no walk, nigga. And if we is going on a walk, bitch, it better be some lights, some motherfucking snowman around or something. Nigga, we better be doing 100 hay walk. I'm telling y'all, it's getting real sticky out here. Summertime is easy. We can just go down for a drive downtown and, blow our music. Nobody wanna be in a car and it's fucking cold. I'm telling y'all, ladies, tap in, fella.
Bro, she's giving y'all things to avoid. Like I said, we want to be doing the apple cider vinegar. They trend. Modern women's lives are built on trends. Oh, well, this season is coming up. I don't want to do that. That's so fallish. That's so springtime. That's so summertime. I don't want to do that anymore. Dinners are so summertime. Y'all are so silly, just ignorant. They're just talking stupid is what it is. And I hate to say it like that, but this is stupidity. Oh, well, you go to dinner, that's something easy. Oh, you can drive around in a car and you can still do the same thing in any season. The point is to hang out with each other. Y'all are wasting people's time, man.
Let's tap in. Only if you looking. Only.
Girl, your future husband was outside. Put some clothes on and go dilly-dally or something.
And I did just that. So Friday night, I went out, hung out with my girl. We went out to happy hour and I met somebody. And on Sunday, while dilly-dallying, I met up with that somebody and we had a really nice day together. So ladies, it's cuffing season, it's scouting season of cuffing season, which is October 1st through 31st. So let's do it. Let's go out. Let's dilly-dally. Let's meet all the men. Let's create our roster and let's come in strong. Like, I'm going to go on all the dates. I'm going to get my list together, go on all the...
What you're listening to and hearing her say, they actually believe what they're doing is no harm, no foul. Oh, well, I'm just, like she said, dilly-dallying. Oh, I'm just meeting people and exploring my options. It's nothing serious, right? And what they try to do is say, well, men do this all the time. No, they don't. Oh, well, a man does this. Why is it so bad when a man does it? But, you know, y'all don't have any problem with that. But when we do it, it's a huge problem. It's a huge issue. No, first of all, men aren't doing this. Second of all, they're saying, oh, you know, if he doesn't want to come hang out, they think that it's friendly. We're friends. I'm just finding a friend that likes to take care of me. And that's what I think a man should be. I think a man should be, well, my dad did. And, you know, my dad didn't want anything from me. Well, of course, he's your dad. That would be weird if he didn't. Or if he did. You know what I mean? No. Well, you know, my uncles, that they did that. And my brothers, they took care of me. So they were real men to me. And so I'm thinking a random man would want to do that for me. No, these people know you. I don't know you. But we can be friends. And I still expect you to be a gentleman. But, you know, we need to be friends. And friends pay for other friends. Male friends pay for female friends. Male friends open the door. They send me an Uber. Male friends are chivalrous. They do all of the things that a boyfriend does, but they expect nothing in return except being in my company. God, dog, man, these women.
The dates, I have until the 31st to really, you know, test the water, see what's out there.
Welcome to cuffing season. I'm glad that you made it out of summer alive, but this is where the big dogs play. I've made a step-by-step guide for you to get everything that you want. We're going to start off with strategy because this is the foundation of everything that'll happen. You need to figure out what it is that you want. Affection, time, money, imagine it, envision it. Also, what I like to think about is what am I open to? Personally, artists, actors, comedians, I can't do it. But maybe in cuffing season, maybe I would reconsider. Hey. In September, this is where the fun begins because we are in draft mode. Congrats, you made it, girl. Every day for the month of September, you need to look good. I don't care what you're doing because this is where you're gonna get your draft picks from. Now, if you're a lover girl, you're easily attached 3 to 5. Everybody else, congrats on the detachment style that you're at right now, 7 to 10. And don't worry, many won't make the first round, as we know. Once we're in October, this is where you're gonna have your tryouts and your first round cuts. For lover girls, I want you to get your roster down to about 2 to 3. For everybody else, you are allowed to have 3 to 5. And the boys that ain't cutting it, or the girls, or the he, she, they, thems, they gotta go, sorry. Second half of October, lucky you get to relax and have fun and you get to enjoy your roster because it is going to be a social month. It's October, it's Halloween, like, woo, it's a fun time.
Once again, like I said, they're all using the same calendar. Like she said, the big dogs. Well, the big dogs do this. And if you want to be a big dog like me, then do this. They're all following the same trend. They're unoriginal. Modern women, they wonder why men don't approach them. It's because you don't stand out. Like I don't mean to say you're not important, like you don't have any talents or abilities, but y'all all act the same. So why would a man be interested?
In November, you want to reassess your strategy. Do you still want what you wanted in August? If not, girl, that's okay. Switch it up. If you decide you want a relationship with these people, I'm so sorry, but you got to cut the rest of them off. We do not want to go into the new year with bad energy and bad karma, so they got to go. But if not, you can narrow it down to 2 or 3 and have a little bit more fun. But I wouldn't try to juggle too much, you know? The last couple months are so easy. December, you're going to just collect your gifts. Definitely collect something. And then in January, it's a new year. So we got to go in with good new energy. And you just want to be with whoever matches that vibe. Whether that's 1 person or 2 people or 17 people and you didn't listen to anything that I just said. Just enjoy it into February. I hope this plan helps you get your man or get whatever you want in my favorite season of the year, cuffing season.
October 1st, it is officially cuffing season. So
I was about to ask if cuffing season is from, let's say, August to, and really honestly and truly, if you're starting cuffing season around August the 1st, actually, they're not actually starting it. What they're doing is they're starting to scout, they're preparing, but they're not in full cuffing season mode. I can't even believe I'm talking like this, but they're planning and preparing, which is what a lot of women do anyway, right? So that's no surprise to men. But I was about to ask, well, what is it if, you know, cuffing season is kind of going differently? Like, what happens during the summer? And I just realized it's hot girl summer. It's more street worker activities is what it is. You can never really trust these modern women.
Created a cuffing season bingo card. Please play along with me. All kinds of good stuff on here that happens during cuffing season and leading into a relationship, but also some bad things too. Starting out strong with going on a first date. Maybe we get ghosted, it's part of it. A man buys you flowers. You steal a sweatshirt, come on. A man picks you up, like literally off the ground. Something about that. Your ID, his wallet, nothing speaks louder than that. That is the definition of cuffing season. Sorry, I'm coming after you guys. Your heart is beating fast phenomenon. You know what I'm talking about. Funny ones down here, you compare hand sizes. Go on a fall sunset picnic, pumpkin spice latte coffee date. You start simping. Come on, we've all been there. A canon event, 2 dates with an emotionally unavailable guy. It happens, it happens. I don't know what this is a business owner is. That must have been on the template. Sorry about that. But we love business owners. You're gonna post some soft lunch pics. That is cuffing season. I'm talking.
And you'll notice that most modern women have signs to say this is how they use the same strategy. Once again, they never change. They use the same strategy if they're trying to be quote unquote serious and intentional. They're using the same strategy. If he does this, if he does that, and you'll notice once again, most of it will be dead wrong. It will be dead wrong. And it's always going to be dead wrong because modern women are misguided. They just are, unfortunately for them. So they're going to be like, oh, well, this guy is a good competitor, or he's a good person. He might be somebody that I'm actually looking for cuffing season. And that'd be the last person that you're looking for. And these guys are hip to cuffing season. I'm telling you. I'm starting to think Chads and Tyrones are roaming the earth looking for these types of vulnerable women, voluntarily vulnerable women.
Like baseball hat on, covering the face. Come on. Or a little drink peck, you know, with his little like watch in there. Ooh, it's like Conrad's slutty little watch. Finally cuffing season, a boyfriend. Good luck out there, soldiers. Be safe during cuffing season. And we're not just dating someone just to date someone, but have fun with this bingo card.
Guys, the cuffing season schedule is out. Oh my goodness, we're here again. This means that summer is coming to a close soon. Should we be crying? Yes. The issue is we're currently in scouting season. I just need everyone to be a bit smart. The male species in particular is going to start acting a bit crazy soon. And we know what happens in the scouting season. They start acting a bit, drawing out the people for pre-season, okay? So I need everyone to be just a little bit smarter than usual. It happens every year. If you see that a guy is coming up to you and being nice all of a sudden, like treating you so sweet, you were like, what? You didn't speak to me the whole of summer, but now you're here? Yeah, that means you're currently going through this. Just be cautious because every year it happens. And one thing, ladies, one takeaway is you don't want to be used just for the winter. Remember that. And I know it's going to get cold, babe. I know it's going to be hard. But Do you want to get dropped at the end of the season or not? Okay, there are going to be some that make it through the whole season and continue to next season. Okay, I know that, but get through the whole. Do you want to get dropped at the end of the season or not? Okay, there are going to be some that make it through the whole season and continue to next season. Okay, I know that, but I know that 80% of them will not.
I mean, look at how serious she is about this type of stuff. Look at how serious she is. Serious about wasting time, serious about wasting energy, serious about wasting money, serious about wasting your life. Once again, and I would say that these women are young, but they're not. Some of these women are in their late 30s, 40s, acting a complete and stone cold fool.
Work, okay? And if anybody tries to scout me, please leave me alone, yeah? Because what the hell is this? And why do we have a schedule? And why are we doing this at our green age? Anyway, that's it.
Hey cousins, every year this post circulates the internet. And every year y'all piss me the fuck off. So this year, we're not pissing me off. I am your cuffing season coach. Let me tell you what we're about to do. Do not piss me off. Stay with me. Number 1, scouting August 1st through the 31st. Today's August 3rd. We should have started scouting. What does scouting mean? That means we're looking, okay? On your Instagram, who DM'd you the most? When you post that fire-ass pic, who's the first one in the comments or sending you the post of yourself? Okay? We're dating, of course, always. But we ain't got to date them all during scouting. Right now, we're just looking. We're building the roster mentally, okay? Come September 1st when it's for drafting. That's when we start our soft launch dates. So the ones in the group that are like your favorite, we're going to start courting them. We're going to start letting them take us out on dates, letting them, fill it on up. Your calendar should be full. Come October 1st through 31st, it's called tryouts for 2 reasons. Number 1, that's when you should have gone on dates with all of them, right? To determine who you like, who you don't like. Number 2, this is when the upsets can come in because I went to an HBCU, the Jackson State to be clear. That is homecoming season. I can be in love with you October 1st, but October 14th, if that old thing come back and starts to the way I need him to, bitch, it's over for you. I'm sorry, it's homecoming, and homecoming is where it's not considered cheating because it's a throwback, but it's also where new love stories start. And
it's not a love story. That's you wasting time. That's you not being committal. And what's happening is these types of women, and it always happens, these types of women are going to run into their match. So you don't even have to worry about that. They're going to run into a man that has their number. And when a man does them dirty, they're going to be out there snotting and crying, all up on their mama's couch, wasting their mom's electricity, their mom's water. Well, mama, just let me stay here for a couple of weeks. I'm down bad and I'm broken. Mama and daddy will be like, no, I'm not about to sit up here and let you waste my electricity and my utilities because you decided to act a fool. Mama, please. See, that's why I don't talk to my mom anymore. And it's going to be a whole thing. But this is what modern women do. And once again, like I talk about, they're doing this across their life, period. You'll notice, say for instance, a single mother, she has this same MO. She'll go out here and act a fool. And then when all of this backfires, then all of a sudden she's got to rely on her village. She's got to rely on people to bring her up, to help her regain her self-esteem. But she's probably after that going to go back out there and start doing stupid stuff again. And again and again and again, the people in her life that have to hear her nonsense are going to have to pick her back up off the floor. This is what's going to happen to her.
I want my Clarion Ledger story for Jackson State love. But that's why it's called tryouts. Then we have November 1st through the 30th. That is preseason. All right? During the preseason, I need y'all to be very, very, very clear. This is have 2 prospects. No, I say have 4. Then we have cuffing season December 1st through January 15th. For me, it's a little different because I told y'all, if you do everything right between scouting and tryouts, you'll be in Christmas pictures, in pajamas, whatever the holiday religion you celebrate, pajama pics, okay, for the holidays.
Guess what? Cuffing season in America is officially over. Good men nowadays, we're not putting up with the headaches, aggravation, and the arrogance of these leftover women. And we're not putting up with the narcissist behavior.
They're going to hear this and they're going to be mad at him because they're going to be like, oh, you don't look good. Why are you speaking for men? Ma'am, the good looking men don't want to be bothered either. So yes, they're speaking for the good looking men that don't want to spend money and waste time on you. He's spot on. Continue, my brother.
Because during cuffing season, for a few months, they start to pull out their narcissist behavior and you start to see the real them.
Hey TikTok, so today I would like to share a little story. Okay, it's nothing to do with stripping or whatever. It's just about men's audacity with women, right? Not all of you are like that, but some of you seriously need to like have a wake-up call. So me and my friend, I took my friend to Sexy Fish the other night because she's never been, she's new to London. She was like, oh, I want to go to like a nice fancy cocktail bar. I was like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna take you to Sexy Fish. Went to Sexy Fish, the waiter was really nice, like really funny, really bubbly, blah, blah, blah. He sat us at the bar, we had drinks, and then we see those two guys behind us trying to like make eye contact, giving us hi and that. And we're like, okay, let's not be rude straight away, right? So they came over, started to talk to us, blah, 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 and like we responded. And at some point, you know, in a classy way with manners, I was like, okay, now we're gonna enjoy our drink, you know, like me and my friend gonna enjoy our drink. Because I didn't want to carry on speaking to them, you know. And so they left, fair enough. And they were like, oh, but what? No, before that they were like, oh, okay, like disappointed and that. And then they left. We carried on our drink and that. And one of them literally come back to me and be like, give me your number. I was like, excuse me? He was like, give me your number. And I was like, no, I don't think so. With his fucking bad breath. Seriously. And he kept insisting, he was like, come on, give me your number. And I was like, first of all, dude, I was like, you come over. And I said that to him. I was like, you don't even offer a drink? And I was like, as a gentleman, and if you want to impress me, the first thing you do is like, ladies, can I offer you a drink? You bothering me while I'm with my friend. At least over a fucking drink or pay my bill. I don't fucking know. So, and have a chewing gum at least to have like a nice breath, you know. So he's like, come on, give me your number. And I said, I told you, no. And he was like, you're so rude. And I was like, excuse me? I'm so rude, what? And my friend was like, I think she said no. And I was like, I don't have to give you my fucking number. And that's what my problem is. Men feel so entitled. And then if you don't do or don't say what they want to hear or what they want you to do, you're a witch, you're an itch, you're rude, or you uptight. And it's like, the hell? Who are you, my dad?
You don't think that was maybe just him? You know what I mean? Like that was something that he did. The problem, men understand that y'all go through these things, but what they don't understand is why you continue to put it on all men. Like you would think that all men are doing you, like 99% of men are doing you like this. And men said, I would never hound a woman. I would never be over a woman. I don't even approach women. I would never be over her back about this. So I don't know who you're talking about.
Like, I don't owe you shit. Like, I am sorry, but no. So seriously, like, this needs to stop. You can buy me a diamond necklace. I still can say no to you if you want me to do things for you. Or you can buy me dinner, whatever. I don't give a flying fuck. If I don't want to go home with you, if I don't want to give you my number, if I don't want to do anything with you, no is no. No matter the amount you give me or like the gift you give me. But yeah, it was.
And it's crazy because, and I don't really mean to bring this up as like shaming, but I think at one point in time, until she decided, hey, this is not for me anymore, she was actually dancing. And so it's like the way you're saying this type of stuff, and really I'm saying it as like a broad generalization of modern women. They talk crazy and they say certain things and then they're like, man, the audacity of men. And then in the next breath, they're shaking their behinds. Like seriously. Like, I guess in this little case, she was actually shaking her behind and other things, showing men other things. But men have the audacity. Like, you present yourself in a certain way. I'm not saying that you did, but you present yourself in a certain way. And then when a man presents himself in a certain way, then all of a sudden you're like, why do men act like this? Well, when you was out there shaking your behind, Men were asking you the same exact thing, but you were telling them they were insecure.
He was fucking rude. He had a fucking sticky breath, and yeah, he was the rude one, not me. Let me know if you girls have stories like that. Like, share, and comment for more.
Tell me why every day I go out looking adorable, it's bouncing, skin glistening.
Yeah.
And yet nobody ever hits on me or approaches me. Ever. Oh my God, like please.
Why are we mad? What are we mad about? I can only draw the conclusion that Black women are so angry because we're out of order. When you're not fulfilling your purpose and your nature, you're not operating in the nature for what God created you for, you're gonna be mad. And you can pretend all day long that you're some boss bitch, you're in charge, you should be in control, you can stand toe to toe with men. You cannot. And when you have to wear such masculine behaviors, you're not going to be happy about it, or you're not going to come across soft and happy because you're walking around wearing clothes that you're not supposed to wear. We're not supposed to be men.
And what's happening is modern women aren't going to listen to that. They don't care anything about that. They're going to actually think that even though you're trying to help them, you're attacking them. And so you saying this is holding them accountable, which most modern women don't want to be.
How is it that I look like this today, yet no man wants me to be his girlfriend?
Is this a serious question? Because women just went from saying they rather pick a bear over a man. So why the hell would men approach you? Or even look in your direction? But not only that, so many women have taught men over the years that all men are predatorial, so the good men of the world gave up. And it's so funny because women will constantly say that men don't listen, but now that men are listening, y'all are...
And I'm glad she said the good men of the world gave up, because the guys that you call creeps, they're still out there shooting their shot. Ain't nothing changed for them. They say, I mean, it's prom season for us. We about to go out there and act a stone fool with these modern women. They gonna want attention at some point in time.
Wondering where the good guys are at, why they don't approach you anymore, and why men are just simply not interested. And why the hell would they be interested? They don't know if they're going to be the next subject of all men are trash content on social media. They don't know if they're going to be accused of doing something they didn't do. They don't know if they're going to be used for dates. They don't know if they're going to be manipulated and then called a narcissist. And in this particular video, she's also asking why didn't they approach her because she looks the way that she looks. But the bottom line is most women are basic. There's nothing special to them. We all look the freaking same. So yeah, you actually have to come with more than just your looks. You actually need a personality nowadays too. Okay, bye.
And she's not trying to be disrespectful. She's just trying to lay out, hey, you call men basic. You call men unattractive. So essentially what a man is saying, yeah, man, you're beautiful, but once we get past that, what does your personality look like? Who are you? Like, are you going to fit my life? Am I going to fit your life? Are we going to help each other out? I'm looking for somebody to build. That's why men have gotten tired. You'll notice that men, they'll say, hey, I'm tired of paying this much money to take you on a date. That means at some point in time, they've done it. That means at some point in time, they've adapted to what you told them. Hey man, I'm willing, if this is a good thing for me, if this is a great investment, I'm willing to pay whatever to invest in it because I believe it's good. I feel like it's going to be good for my future. But too many times y'all have basically been running the same game plan. And when a man says, nah, there ain't nothing to that. They don't really want anything. They just kind of want to waste your money, take your money, waste your time, use up all your resources. It's best to stay away from that. Y'all want to start talking about, men going their own way or this red pill nonsense, this manosphere nonsense. Oh, it ain't nothing but ruining my relationship and it's ruining our men. It's turning our men into incels. Or maybe at some point in time, you can take accountability for the part that you played in saying, oh, I really would love to get to know you. And then right after dinner, oh, you know what? I feel like, and I should be able to say this, I feel like we just didn't have a connection. After a $500 dinner, after multiple $500 dinners, we didn't have a connection. After me saying, hey, man, I'm all in. You know, I see you as a good person. I would love to get to know more about you. All of a sudden, oh, I'm not really all in anymore. I just woke up one morning and it wasn't for me. Checking out. Not gonna do it.
Is anyone else just getting so tired of listening to men talk about how much they hate women and women talking about how much they hate men? Like, men this.
Well, I don't know if men are saying that they hate women. I think women, a lot of modern women are saying, well, I actually hate men, and it's all men. Men are saying, I don't like the things that you're doing. I cannot stand what you're doing. Stop doing that. And y'all have a problem. Modern women have a problem with that.
Women that going back and forth because both parties have been hurt by the other party. And the thing is, none of us are innocent in this game as to gender groups. I will admit there are many toxic women that use men, and there are also many men that use women for sex, etc. Don't care about women's feelings, act toxic, act like narcissists, if you want to say, but women can act just as narcissistic as men. It's not a gender versus gender problem. It's a hurt person versus hurt person problem. And the thing is, it doesn't have to be this way. It just gets perpetuated by one group supporting one side and another group supporting another side and continuing to clash instead of heal.
Well, I think this is what men are saying. This is the argument for a lot of men. Like, you guys are not listening to me. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I'm taking responsibility and accountability for the things that I did in the relationship. But all you have to say is, well, I'm sorry that it happened that way, and I'm sorry it got out of hand. But you're not saying sorry for the things that you said. You think that you're justified. You think that you're right in talking crazy to a man, acting weird around a man, and, you know, using certain things to your advantage in order to get over on a man and overpower a man, when the man really, he allowed you to do those things. He didn't have to open up to you, and he wasn't going to. He didn't have to be truthful to you, and he wasn't going to. But when he did, you decided to weaponize that against him. And when the man called you out for weaponizing those types of things against him, then you said, oh, well, you're a narcissist. Oh, well, you're trying to gaslight me. No, I'm just calling out what you did. And I did it in a nice, well, if you would talk to me this way, I did talk to you exactly the way that you wanted me to talk to you. But you just didn't want to hear it. That's what it is. And men are, quite frankly, they're tired of playing those games. It's weird. Honestly, they didn't want to play that game in the first place. But because they wanted to have a relationship with you, they put up with it. And now you're kind of like, well, how come men don't want to play these games anymore? Because I'm tired of first of all, I have to pay for it with my finances, and then I have to pay for it with my emotions. And at that point in time, you're destroying who I am as a person, and I don't think that it's worth it. It's not a game. Like, you're leading me down a path that I don't want to go down, and I would rather stay single if that's okay with you.